The fade route. N'Keal Harry has it. Touchdown, Arizona State. Throws for Harry in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
N'Keal Harry is a physical and hard-nosed receiver coming out of Arizona State University. Harry had 3 quality seasons at Arizona State and is one of the most accomplished receivers in school history. He's a 2-time All-Pac-12 first-teamer and finished his career 3rd in program history in both career receptions and career receiving yards. In his final season at Arizona State, he finished with 73 catches for 1,088 yards and 9 touchdowns. He hasn't been talked about much by draft experts as of late, but he's a quality prospect that has a really good skill set that many NFL teams will want. N'Keal Harry has an outstanding physical profile. At the NFL Combine, he was measured at 6 foot 2 inches tall and weighed 228 pounds. He has a very chiseled frame and he looks like a physically dominant athlete on film. Not only does Harry look physically dominant, he plays like it as well. His ability after the catch is something that really stands out on film. Once the ball is in his hands, he's a load to bring down. He's strong enough to run through arm tackles and has just enough speed and elusiveness to make guys miss in the open field. At Arizona State, he was a big part of their screen game. Harry often would get big chunks of yards on screens, and on occasion he was able to turn a seemingly dead play into an explosive gain. Harry has decent speed, but I wouldn't consider him a blazer on the outside. He ran a 4.53 at the NFL Combine, and this shows up on film. Harry struggles at times to get clean releases at the LOS. When he is able to get downfield, he just doesn't quite have enough speed to separate from DBs the way you would like. As a result, he's in a position where he often has to make highly contested catches, especially on deeper routes. Harry must also do a better job of stacking on the outside. Because he doesn't have that top-notch speed, DBs are able to run with him and squeeze his routes to the sideline. This creates an issue not only for Harry, but also for the quarterbacks throwing him the ball. It shrinks the window that the quarterback can throw into and leaves him with very little margin for error on his passes. Harry is going to have to be very efficient with his moves in order to get clean releases and create separation once he gets to the NFL. Harry isn't slow by any means, but I think he will be somewhat limited in what he can do and what he'll be asked to do. He's not the type of player that's going to be expected to take the top off of a defense. He's at his best when he's working in the short and intermediate zones where he can get the ball in his hands quickly and go to work. I love what Harry does as a blocker when the ball isn't in his hands. Wide receivers that can consistently block on the outside are very important to an offense. Their downfield blocking can often spark explosive runs, so having guys that are willing blockers at the wide receiver position is a big advantage for a team's run game. Harry has no problem mixing it up on the outside with corners, digging out a safety, or cracking a linebacker. This part of Harry's game is truly where his physicality and toughness show the most. Harry is a pretty solid route runner. He runs with good body lean and a good pad level. He does a good job of not telegraphing his routes by not changing his pad level too often. He sells each route as if it were a vertical route. While he doesn't run a plethora of different routes on film, he is effective in doing what he was asked to do at Arizona State. Harry has solid hands, but he does let the ball into his body a bit too often. This could become problematic if he begins to develop bad habits. If body catching becomes his default, then it could lead to more drops and a lot of missed opportunities. This is the biggest concern that I see with him as a pass catcher. Harry does do a good job of making contested catches, especially downfield. He is very competitive attacking the ball in the air. He doesn't have the hops like some of the other receivers coming out in this draft, but his big frame and strong hands give him an advantage in jump ball situations. I could definitely see him being very effective catching back shoulder fades and as a big target in the red zone. Harry is a good prospect that would definitely be intriguing for some NFL teams. His toughness and physical style of play is very impressive, but there are other parts of his game that need to be refined. Harry probably won't be taken in the draft on day 1, but he could be a good pick for a team that already has a couple quality starters at the position. I don't believe he's a guy that's a starter right away, but he should be able to contribute early on in his NFL career. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, leave a comment, and let us know who we should break down next. Also, don't forget to share this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.